Hello everyone. I think I am audible. Okay. Today we are going to learn about software testing lifecycle (STLC). What is STLC? STLC is a systematic process that is performed in software testing to ensure software quality. It is a series of steps. Like, am I visible? Okay, the card is not visible, right? This happens every time. Okay, let me delete it again and create a new one. Hmm, video capture. Okay, device. No, that's not. Sorry for the delay. Hmm, okay, okay, okay. Now is it visible? Okay, it is. So let's start again. Today we are learning about software testing lifecycle (STLC). STLC is a systematic process that we perform in the software testing to ensure software quality. It has different phases which has entry and exit criteria with clear objective and deliverables. Every phase is dependent on the previous phase and structured in a such a way that uh, the from the STLC the resource can be used efficiently. STLC aims to detect defect earlier so that the cost of testing can be reduced. So the first phase of STLC is requirement analysis. The goal of the requirement analysis is the test that we the test QA testers group can understand the product properly and thoroughly. So what QA perform in the soft requirement analysis phase? They analyze the requirement, they identify what are the testable and non-testable items, like what are the features that we are going to test and what are out of the scope, and clarify the ambiguity if any requirement is unclear to us with the stakeholder uh, product owner, and after clarifying it they are going to categorize every requirement into functional or non-functional. The deliverable that we get from the requirement analysis phase is the requirement analysis documentation that become the foundation for the test plan. So the second phase is the test plan. The test plan, in the test plan, the QA team sit together and discuss about the scope and test objectives. They define what, when, and how the test should be conducted and who will do the test. The also QA team do the resource planning, like how many testers will be needed and what skills should a tester should have, and also schedule the timeline for the test cases, and also analyze what kind of risk that might occur in our phase and what should be our rate mitigation plan. Also define the criteria for and for every requirement they will set the entry and exit criteria. At the end of the test plan phase, the deliverable is test plan documentation. With the test plan, we'll proceed to the third phase, that is test case development. In test case development, for a particular requirement, we will create test cases. So in each test case, it should contain test ID, test description, step to produce, what should be the test data, and expected outcome and priority. QA team also focus on the test data in this phase. They create valid, invalid, edge case and boundary value data so that for every data uh, in the while creating the test cases, every test case should be covered for every requirement. There should be no feature. Should not be any feature that is left untested. That should be tested in that phase. So in the end of this phase, the deliverable is test case documentation. Then we proceed to the phase 4, that is test environment setup, where QA analyze what is the hardware configuration, what is the software configuration, and decide what kind of tool they are going to use in their testing phase. And they set after deciding what they are going to use, they set up their environment and be ready for writing the script or reporting the bugs. So with that, phase 5 starts. That is test execution, where first the QA team execute that test manually. They follow the test plan and test documentation and do the run the test case manually. And if the test case fail, they log their defect and report it to the developers. And when the developer resolves this defect, they retest the fixes, verify it whether it is giving the expected outcomes or not. If it isn't, then they log the defect again. If the bug fixes, then QA team write the script for the automation if the project include automation. Otherwise, they proceed to the report generation. And at the end of this phase, we are going to generate the report, like what are the test cases that are passed and how they did fixed. So at the we end of this phase, the deliverable is the test report. And with the test report, we proceed to the next and final phase, that is test closure. At this phase, the testing of the product is completed. So we evaluate the result, like what are the defect, and analyze the quality of that product, generate a test summary report, and document lesson learned, like what is the thing that doesn't go well in this sprint, and what are the improvement areas, so that in future we can improve. and uh, QA team also artifact the test data so that that can be used in the future project. At the end, the conclusion. So what the value does STLC provide? STLC provide a structured process so that the testing can be done in the efficient way, and the resource can be used efficiently. It also give us the early defect detection so that the cost should be reduced, cost can be reduced, and the effort of fixing also reduced. STLC improve the quality of the product, the which delivers reliable and robust software products. STLC meet customer satisfaction, as in every phase we are focusing on what is the project need and customers need, and focusing on the quality assurance, like if there is bug, then we are detecting it earlier so that later we don't uh, fix, and it will be a hard work for the testers. So at the end, STLC provide um, a quality assurance, and reduce the cost by utilizing the resource optimally. So I hope you understood about everything about STLC. If there is doubt, then you can comment down below. And that's it for STLC. We'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.